Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Price Links. My name is Phil Flynn. I am Senior Market Analyst at the Price Futures Group, as well as a Fox Business Network contributor. Everybody's going crypto crazy, but are cryptocurrencies kryptonite, like kryptonite to Superman, or is it our future? I have a gentleman here today, Sean Worthington, that thinks cryptocurrencies are in your future, but a different type of cryptocurrency that you might be thinking of. Sean, welcome here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sean, it's great to have you here. You invented your own cryptocurrency.
That's right.
What made you want to invent a cryptocurrency?
Well, I was working on my PhD in computer information systems.
Really? You have one of those? Very good.
Well, I'm getting close to it.
Okay, good. Okay.
And I realized that monetary systems are just information systems, and money plays the role of data. And so if we take all of the stuff that we know about data and apply it to money and monetary systems, we can actually create what I think is the world's most perfect monetary system. And that's what CloudCoin tries to be.
That's fantastic. I mean, obviously here at the CME Group, we've traded currencies for many, many years. And you're right. I mean, if you look at these boards, this is data. Mm-hmm. It's trying to find what the real value is of something. You got buyers and sellers going back and forth. And sometimes it's one of the most efficient ways to do it. And as you know, the CME was a big a leader in cryptocurrencies by having, a futures contract that brought it legitimacy.
Absolutely.
And so it's amazing. But you think that the technology behind Bitcoin, which is what everybody knows, mm-hmm. the blockchain technology, that there could be a better way. Tell me why.
Well, Bitcoin doesn't, it was the first technology to solve what's called the physical integrity problem of digital money.
Wonderful.
And that means basically that with any kind of digital thing, how can you stop somebody from copying and pasting it a million times?
Exactly.
How can you stop the government from coming in and turning off the servers?
Right.
How can you have a reliable monetary system?
Exactly.
And they were able to do that with a blockchain.
And so the blockchain, so people understand that a simple version would be like before you can do a transaction, every other computer that is hooked onto this chain has to verify the transaction, right?
That's right, and you have this big database that tracks all of the money and everywhere it's ever been. And so the blockchain grows every time there's a transaction. There's about 150 gigabytes now. And you can see how it goes, and you can stop counterfeiting by using that method.
It's pretty amazing. Is there any backdoor into that?
Well, no, not that we know of.
Right, except for the guy who invented it that we don't know who he is.
Yes.
But anyway, but that's kind of interesting. But getting back to the original point, the problem with all that computers, while it verifies the legitimacy of the Bitcoin, it also becomes very, very slow.
That's right, it's not scalable, and that's a computer science term that means that the more people that use it, the slower it gets.
Right.
And it only can handle about 7 transactions per second, and the transactions for the last week have taken about 20 hours to clear, and that's too long.
I know my clients, if I was doing a trade on the CME and it took me that long to clear a transaction, we go, where's the phone? Get down the phone.
Yes.
So you see that as a problem. Mm-hmm. What do you think are the positives of Bitcoin?
Well, the positive is that you can buy at your computer just like you were buying with cash anywhere in the world, day or night. You can get around any kind of bank fees, any kind of tariffs. And so it allows you a lot of freedom, and you're pseudo-anonymous so that you can trade without anybody knowing what you're doing.
Now, CloudCoin has the same variables, but with the twist, right?
That's right. So instead of, we're the second mover technology, and we have something called the Raida, which is the redundant array of independent detection agents. It does what the blockchain does, only we feel much better, much faster. Uh-huh. And instead of tracking all the transactions, we have a counterfeit detection system that just tells you whether the money is real or not. And we can do that in a couple of milliseconds.
And you're doing this instead of computers verifying the transaction. How do you then verify that it's true then in the cloud?
So we have these things called CloudCoins. They're files, and they have basically 25 passports or passwords. Mm-hmm. And there's clouds all over the world, Taiwan, Australia, Russia, America, everywhere. And when you go to exchange one of these, you check the passwords to see if they're real.
Right.
This happens at the speed of light. It happens within a second. It's all in parallel. And then when it comes back and it's real, you can also then change those passwords so only you know them. And so that's how we know who owns the money, is who owns or who knows the passwords of that money.
So would this be unhackable then?
we believe it's unhackable. Otherwise, there'd be no point in it.
I gotcha. Very interesting. Yeah. So tell me what your vision is. The question is, how can you use these coins right now? Or I know it's very new. I mean, how is the fungibility of moving them and selling them at this point? And what's your vision for that in the future?
Well, we're about a couple months away from having what we call the SDK, the software development kit. And that's going to allow CloudCoin to be the first money to be actually imported into software.
Wow.
And this means that we can actually bring it into video games, we can bring it into accounting systems, and it's going to revolutionize everything because we can do it within seconds. There's no transaction cost. It's so efficient. And I think it's going to revolutionize everything.
It really is. All right. Now, in a nutshell, if people out there, they're going to want to know, is it like, are there going to be 50 million billion cloud coins, or you have a limited supply? What's to say that you're not going to print 80 million cloud coins tomorrow? How do we know that?
Well, it's part of the algorithm.
Okay.
But we have.
Would it bring down the entire system if you did?
Well, it would be clear because we have a certain amount of serial numbers.
Okay.
We have 1 through 16,777,216.
Right. Oh, I gotcha.
And so if you see anything outside of that range, you know it's not real.
I gotcha.
And so we have a fixed amount, no counterfeiting ever. We don't mine them. We don't create any new ones.
Right.
If we need to keep the value down for a unit of account, we can split the whole system. And so it's kind of like stock splits.
Right.
And we can split it many times to make it work.
This sounds fascinating. So you think, now, there's a new song that came out, Mama Don't Take My Kodak Coins Away, because Kodak's into this. Everybody's into cryptocurrencies. Tell the viewers here why you think your CloudCoin is going to stand out from the rest.
Well, there's so many different reasons, but one of the reasons is that it's 100% anonymous, meaning that I don't have to sign up for anything. I don't have to create an account. The money has its own accounts, and so I can send it via email. Nobody's going to know that I've done that, so that's a big plus. Plus, we can handle, we believe, once we get things scaled up, 100 million transactions every second, and the scalability, it's going to be perfect for retail. And
you have some big believers in this technology. You were mentioning somebody that people might know that's on board with this. You want to mention his name?
Some celebrities, Kevin Harrington.
Kevin Harrington,
Shark
okay.
Tanks,
The Shark Tank guy, okay. And a couple other people?
Yeah, we've got, I'm not much big into celebrities. I hate to say that.
Right, you're not? Okay. He hasn't seen Trading Places. I know, this is a guy who hasn't seen Trading Places. We got to get him to see Trading Places because he is a genius, but he has to look at this trading stuff.
But John St. Pierre, who's a MMA fighter in Canada.
Wow, no kidding.
Us, yes.
Well, I don't want to mess with that guy, so don't mess with the CloudCoin guys. All right, if people want to learn more about this, can they email you, call you, tell them what you can do?
Sure. Well, the easiest thing to do is to just Google "buy CloudCoin" if you want to find that.
Okay, wonderful. And it could go to 0, or it could go to.
It could go.
The sky is the limit.
That's right.
Up to the clouds. Okay.
And by the way, we're also giving away 5 free CloudCoins if you sign up for one of our marketing partners.
So
newsletters.
If you get, let me use my trading brain here. If they're free,
they're not worth anything.
They're not worth anything. No. Okay. But they could be.
CloudCoin is different in that instead of having an ICO where we try to sell them all off, we're spending them into existence.
Wow.
And part of that expenditure is marketing. And so we do allow people to have 5 free CloudCoins.
Wow.
If they go to digitalfrontiernews.com, sign up for the newsletter.
Wonderful.
They can also get a free copy of my book, digital version.
A free copy of his book. Oh, you can't lose. All right, this is great. Sean, thank you for coming here.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm learning a lot about cryptocurrencies. Thanks for being here, and thanks, everybody, for Price Links.